I would also like you to put some special effort in to see, in this last quarter, if we can come up with some money to get some of these habitual problems straightened out. And I don't mean next spring, I mean now.
Mayor, to me, it's very simple. We have an ordinance that allows us to hire an additional officer. If that's what we want to do with him, let's put him on. Hire the 7th officer, let's move forward. Put him strictly on code enforcement. That's his job. 40 hours a week, let him go to it.
I have,
Until this whole town's completed.
I have, and I'm more than happy to sit down with Finance Committee, work out the details of the financing. I mean, you're gonna see the 2018 budget anyway, but also the transfer package is coming, so you can take a look and see what line items you wanna take from unappropriated reserves, which we do have, and move a certain amount into an abatement, as the mayor suggests, to eliminate some of these problems immediately.
We just did the testing, so let's know what the list of, how many people qualified on there and how many do we need.
The chief has already completed interviews for the 2 vacancies we have. I'm expected to get his recommendation tomorrow morning. You will know who the new officers are as soon as I get that information in Friday's report.
That would be my recommendation, right off the get-go. You don't even need us to even review it, just do it. The ordinance is already in place for that additional officer. We've not filled it.
But you don't have the budget for it.
We'll figure out where to pay for it from. I mean, if it's really honestly a big problem and we need to do it, then let's do it. I mean, let's quit kicking the can down the road. I mean, it's that simple.
We've been kicking it down the road.
I know that. I mean,
Yeah.
we've sat around here, we've put 2 code enforcement officers that have virtually did nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, what have they done? But honestly, if somebody come up to your door, knocked on your door and said, hey, I'm gonna need you to clean this up in an orange vest,
Right.
what would you do? Laugh at him. Guy comes up with a gun and a badge, you're not gonna be laughing so hard.
That's what I brought to Rick in
Absolutely.
his office.
So
I
let's
sat in
just
his
do it.
office and
Well,
But we will
I'm
take a
not
look at it,
beating a
Mayor.
dead
I mean,
horse here.
I am 100% in agreement with all the council members here. That's why Chief Harris and I have had these conversations for the last week or 2. And that's why I made the presentation in an earlier report to council.
But let's not wait and
We
do
are
it in the
going to
spring.
fix it.
Let's not do it in the spring, let's just do it now.
Well,
Let's
council
figure out what
wants
it's,
to give me the green light. We
let's
can do it.
figure out what it's gonna cost us to do it and let's just
Are
get
we
it
gonna
done.
have citation money coming in then, or just
Sure,
charging them for
yeah,
the
you
abatements?
can
I
do
mean,
that.
that will be,
We'll have to look at the ordinance and see what teeth it has, but
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
We gotta get this town cleaned up, folks.
I don't disagree with you, Mayor, I mean,
It's
I mean, is there someone on now that's part-time that can be switched to full-time to do that and then
Right now,
hire
here's
someone
where we're
else?
at. You have to keep in mind that we're too short. That's because of the resignation and retirements. And of course, Chief Hickory passed away. We
And
have
Danny's
been-
off.
And Danny has been on medical leave. So the short version is the part-timers that we do have on board, and I want to give Chief Harris a lot of credit. I mean, he has upped our part-timers.
I think, listen,
But the part-timers are supplementing the full-time shortage. Now, when I get the recommendations from the chief tomorrow, we're gonna make those appointments ASAP and get the new officers on board. They are going to have some time with their training officer in the field. And then we're gonna cut them loose for regular duties, which will free up the part-timers temporarily to do some of this other work. So, those conversations have been had, and we fully intend to do it, so there's no more backpedaling or.
I don't think that anybody at this council table has said anything derogatory about our police department or our new chief. I think he's doing a great job in trying to reestablish a brand new department. And it's gonna take time.
absolutely.
It's in the
New
works.
That's
members,
simple.
new men,
It's all new men,
yeah,
and he started from scratch.
right.
All right, we'll take a look at that though.
But we've got to get moving on this. We can't
Absolutely.
wait till spring.
No, we're gonna spend most of the winter cleaning it up before spring.
Question,
When the snow
question,
dries
Mayor.
out.
Yes, sir.
Do we have the laws and the rules on the books?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And we
Absolutely.
don't enforce them?
We enforce part of it, Mr. Kennel. It seems, my opinion, this is strictly my opinion. We send the letters out, but if we don't do anything else, if they ignore them,
So we don't enforce it.
so we don't enforce that.
So whose fault's that?
Ours,
Well, some of it you have to keep in
Well,
mind.
do we
There's
pay the
reasons.
manager to do that?
Well, some of it's more than just that, and I know you're getting your.
Well,
your
then,
2
I
weeks,
say
you know,
it's your
throwing,
fault.
But here's the story. Some of it is based on budget limitation, okay?
On what?
Budget limitation. There's only so much
they
money in the
know,
code
they
enforcement
know
budget,
that, they
okay?
know that now.
Those are the realities of it, whether you want to agree to it or not. And then some of it is the citation issue. So, yeah, has the program been weak? Absolutely, it's been weak. Is it gonna continue to be weak? Absolutely no, it is not.
We'll strengthen it up. Let's move on to the next item.